foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Coach, I got to tell you, you should be jealous back in that studio because we have a beautiful late summer afternoon for football here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken it. As they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Set, 19, 56. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, let's go.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Set, 19. Right there, 56. Oh, yeah, and here we go again. 25. Switch. 29.
On second and 9, Watson looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Let's go back for first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete to Smith. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
2nd and 5. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. There you go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Smith. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Exit. So Mike's number one. Stay with your man. Mike one. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Shit. Watch safety green.
A first down carry for Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch one.
A nice pickup on first down, 7 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Second and 3. Well, this one complete to Smith. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go now. 30 base. Let's go.
It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. Here we go. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. So Mike's number one, Mike's number one. Let's go. Mike one. I got him.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 6 guys. Chopper. So Mike's number one. Get that quarterback, D-line. Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Let him know. Mark 55. Watch the pass.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Complete. Smith has it. And he loses the football a second time. And the Texans scoop it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet there are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
We have 31. 56 for Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 56 for Mike. 56 is the Mike. Don't get nervous.
From the gun, here's Watson. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Texans 14, Browns nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I got you. Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Texans 21, Browns nothing. Miami's Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Charlie. Mike 55. Mike 55. What's the run? They're running it. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, check Mike. Check Mike. Box trap. 55. I got one. I got one. I got one. Ready.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's more. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Okay, Frank. I'm coming for you. Mine. Blue dog working. Blue dog working. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ready, ready. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Smith. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 11. He's got Smith here. Give him 6 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike Wall. You don't know no better. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, one's the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Head up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
Ready up. Number one. I'm coming for you, son. Let's go. Mike 1. Mike 1. You can't block me. You can't block me. Here we go. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch 1. Watch 1. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 6. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Khalil Mack, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 1. Mike 1. Let's go, defense. Go. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch 1. Watch 1. All day, baby. All day.
They'll set up a throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Joseph on for the field goal.
The kick by Joseph is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Sponge! No! Hey, check 24.
They'll run it again with Penny. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Motion. 56.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Penny, a 1st down carry. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And 12 at the Texans' 30-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? Seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
Watch the screen. And go.
Looking to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Nine yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 7-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's our time.
Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Tighten down. There you go. Check. Fresno. H3-2-18. Chopper. Ready.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
You. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Zoom, fellas. Let's go. 55. Ready, go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Who's that? Mike 55.
Smith trying to run for it. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
Check right. Watch it go. Crunch time, defense.
2nd and 5. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now Rashad Penny. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Right there, 56. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Again, it's Penny. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Meanwhile, here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Right there, 56. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
Set. 19. 65. 65. 65.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here.